welcome back to my channel. Yeah, we're back from work and we're busy here in the yard doing gardening. Doing yesterday a lot of gardening around. Today I was doing all morning till lunchtime pruning and then shredding it. Another thing, and well, got a lot of rain last night. We had 60 mil in about 5 hours, so it's quite a bit. The run, or the duck run I have near the creek, yeah, that's basically the fence line that goes through the creek got completely destroyed. It must have been a torrential flood down there. When I checked it this morning, yeah, both the entry and the exit part just got wiped away, you could almost say. Plus there was a really big fence poles from previous owners, and they're a really massive solid one, and that got literally dragged out. So I now have to wait till that all has subsided, the water, to fix it. Lucky for us, we had only one duck left. The fox got most of them a couple of months ago, so only one left, and we'll go to our single chook that's left from our husky attack. Yeah, I'll turn you on and I'll show you what I'm up to at the moment. And what I did yesterday was quite a big job, so hang on. So if you can see here, there's a lot of dirt on these tops here. There's one pile there, there's another pile here, and this is one of the 3 veggie patches I have. Shortly after we moved here, we had 2 spare rainwater tanks. You can see one is there, I'm using as a woodshed. Yeah, and then the second one I cut in 3 pieces, as you can see here. And I thought it was a great idea having that as raised garden beds, you know, filled that in. I'm not sure what I filled this one in with, but I know that I filled that one in with a lot of old rotten logs I had lying around here in the block. Just dumped it in as on the bottom, and then filled it with good garden mix from one of our nurseries here. So I'm pretty sure this one here are filled with wheelbarrows and wheelbarrows of leaves. As you can see there, the pipe, the irrigation pipe that comes out there, that's where the level used to be, and you can see where it has dropped down there to the dark mark. So the leaves are all gone. What I dug out here on these 2 piles, it's basically soil, and there's a leaf mix, and yeah, good garden potting mix, what I got from the nursery. The reason I had to, I finally made the big effort to dig it all out, and I will do it with those 2 as well, is, I'm not sure if I mentioned it in previous posts when I was done before, because previously, as you can see, these big stumps here, there are 3 big trees, beautiful trees, have very light wood, like balsam wood or something. They have nice flowers in spring, but I thought, well, they're sending all, as you can see here, roots, they're sending all the feeder roots up, because I couldn't grow anything in here, and everything was bone dry, even with the reticulation. You could even flood it with a big sprinkler, and a couple of days later it would be dry again. And I found then all the soil had very fine feeder roots in there. I thought that came from these trees, so I cut them down a couple of years ago, killed all the runners. Took me basically a couple of years to get rid of all the runners that were still popping out. I still had these roots in here. So then a few months ago, I cut all bordering on the fence line, bordering gum trees or eucalyptus trees, cut them down, because I thought they are now the root cause. But still, I have all these roots still in here, and you can see what I got here, and you can see in the mix there's still roots in there. So when I dug it out, that's what I got out. So what I'm doing now, that's why I made the final decision. I dug it all out, got it back to the natural soil level, and I got this builder's foil, and I will put that underneath. The seam I will tape up so that none of the roots can come through. So that is, if that doesn't work, I'm gonna give up on gardening veggies. But I'm quite certain that that will all work. So yeah, otherwise, as you can see, we have it now 4:10. There's another rain front coming in. It looks like I'm trying to hurry this up, do a little bit more. Shadow, he's doing fine. He had a nice big walk. Went to town picking up my car from the service. Kois, I'll show you later on. They're doing fine. I checked this morning because we had that much rain, and that overflow pump was going all night. Now at the moment it doesn't go into the veggie patch over there. I got a sprinkler, and I'll literally dump it on all the flower beds and saturate it. I'm trying to get the soil really saturated over winter. Yeah, we're getting lots of rain, but we had the last couple of years very dry winter, so our subsoil here is still not really wet. So I want to see if I can get this soil a bit more prepared for the next season. Okay, I'll come back to you later or tomorrow and show you the course. Okay, little update. This is now just a couple of seconds after I paused it. I didn't even get to the part putting the foil in, not even unrolling it. So I just pouring down. As I was hoping I have another half an hour or so to get that done, but yes, as you can see, it's pouring down now. Right. Well, I'm not complaining. We need every little bit of rain. Good. Probably come back to you tomorrow. Okay, I'm back, and I thought plan B or plan C, whatever you think. I don't think I ever showed you that I have a tropical aquarium as well. So yeah, as you can see, I like everything involved with water and fish. Nothing really over the moon. It's just when I'm slowly getting up to it, it doesn't have any CO2, so I'm trying to do it without CO2. When I was a teenager, I had one with CO2. Yes, it works, I know. It's great system. My dog's playing here, sorry for this. But I try without the CO2. Sometimes I think of getting one, but yeah, not. So, this is a Uval aquarium. I like them very much because they have this integrated filter, and if I would have known that filter is pretty good, I wouldn't have gone for an Oaza Biomaster you see here. That's still the first generation one, because this aquarium is what now 2.5, 3 years old. But yeah, I went for the Biomaster because I like the idea of the integrated heater plus the pre-filter, where even that one has an integrated heater. So I'll have basically 2 heaters. If one stuffs up, I can always sorry for this shaking. I have to, and my husky Shadow is a bit naughty behind me, trying to push me over. So yeah, where I was, so probably should have in the beginning just tried this one and not bought the Biomaster. I'm not saying it's a bad one. I think it's one of the best canister filters that are out there. And I know people have problems with the noise that some of them make, these burp burping noise, or you know, like there's a like water, or the air is trapped in there in the filter. I don't have that. I have to say, the first probably week I had it, it was making a little bit of noise, but then it disappeared completely. And the only thing I done is on the pre-filter, I drilled the holes a bit bigger, but that I did straight from the beginning, not afterwards. So because when I did my research on the filters, yes, some were saying that the holes are not big enough, so I just made them straight away big, and I had that noise for the first week, and then it disappeared. I think it's just a matter of that the filter inside, the biomedia and the foams need to slowly adjust and get their biofilms and whatever. So I only can highly recommend this filter, and I know the second generation doesn't have that. They ours have found a way to fix that problem from the get-go. So it's a great filter, and yep, there are other filters out, I know, but this is great. So yeah, I got that UV aquarium set up. I got a Heliolux light in there, and now after saving a bit of money, and basically for the last year and a half I was thinking about it, I got the smart control for the aquarium, or for the light, that lets you adjust it so you can have sunset, cloud movements, you know, different weather pattern programmed in. Saw a lot of YouTubes about it from other people. I'm not making here now a video on how this entire thing works. I will show you how, make a little little clip about when the sunset and stuff happens, but I'm not making a big explanation. There are other people that can do that. I just wanted to bridge the gap with the rain I had, go in here, and this just was today in the mail, so I want to install it now while we have rain. Okay, I'll come back to you after I installed it. So it's supposed to be very simple. Just put it in between the cable or the power plug. So yeah, okay. I'll see you in a bit. Good, we're back, and the smart controller for the Heliolux is installed. It's this little box here. It's very simple. You plug it in between the power cable to between the what's it called, the 12 volt adapter, I think what these power adapters there, and the light on top. So you don't have to do anything except it doesn't come with an app or anything. You just, this has its own Wi-Fi. So what you do, you go on your Wi-Fi, you select that Wi-Fi network for this controller, and then you can adjust anything in it. I'll try to do later on an on-screen recording how the app looks, and yeah, basically it's very, very simple. Just, you go on and you can change anything, the presettings of the controller, but you can as well do your own little setup, and it's that simple. I'll show you later. And yeah, I apologize for the little mess in this here. I still filled up. That's where I have all my filter floors and filter pads stored when I do the clean. Okay, this is my second attempt to record this. Something didn't work with the GoPro. So I just wanted a quick show about the smart controller, how it works. So I do a screen recording on the phone about the interface to the smart control unit of that light bar or light. So when you go, so let's start with the state. So you can see where it is now, what I have set it to. I just have it to a normal standard setting, and the only thing I changed was the blue light. There is a bit more blue light during the day, and as soon as I know a bit more about how much blue light you need for certain plants, I'll adjust it and fine tune it. So far I don't know much about that. Then you can do weekdays. You basically can customize each weekday different settings. You can have Monday standard, profile 1 standard, then Tuesday you could do the profile 2, the same for the Wednesday. Okay, just let me change this. That's the hot water from the stove. Okay, now we can keep going. Sorry for that. So yeah, well, I was saying every single day you can have a different light setting, and that's probably nice for the fish, so they get a bit diversity with the lights, and I will do that later on. And then you got the profile setting here, and there you got all your programs, you know, program 1 to 8 or profile 1 to 8, and then you can customize them. So you can see that the profile 2 might have a different setting to the profile 4. You see the blue light is a bit different set there. Plus you can load different load profiles in. So like you have standard, and you go to standard without lunch break. I guess that is the cloud movement they have in programmed in. Then you got biotope, Malawi, Tanganyika. I don't know if I pronounce this correct. Sorry if anyone gets offended. I don't know the right pronunciation of that one. Then you got biotope Amazonas, and an aquascape profile, low profile. So then when you go into, and there's basically different light phases. So if you go, let's say, just go back and do the biotope Amazonas. So and then you got profile 4 Amazonas. So the blue light is pretty low on there. I would have to go in, let's say 12 o'clock, go there, and you can see it's only 20% blue light, but everything else is 100%. So yeah. So yeah, that's the difference when you put Amazonas in, and then you can of course customize it how you want it. Back to the profiles, so that is all, you can customize it, and you got settings, your language, your date and time. I had it changed for some reason. The time changes. Yeah, I don't know why the time is not staying as I set it. What's that beeping noise? Okay, put it on 6:11 spots now. Done. Maybe that's what I've made a mistake. So yeah, that is simple interface to that smart controller. As I said before, you don't need an app to download. You just go via your Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi network of that smart controller onto it, and then you can change all these settings. Okay, that is all I wanted to quick show. Let's say turn the lights off in the house here, and I'll just show you quick. If you would go on my standard setting, and I'll go now on the day's end, and then you see it's basically like that is 5% blue light. I don't know if we can get this on the camera. The fireplace will probably be a bit annoying there, but it's just a little bit of blue light to imitate moonlight. And if you want, you could even put in cloud movement in there, I got told. Okay, let's put it back to normal. Let's finish that, and now we're back to normal. And yeah, it's all that you can customize. I hope this is just a little explanation about this smart controller. I saved up for that for a while to get it. It's not a cheap one. That's everything. All the products that have put more, I guess, quality or come from more legacy companies that are always a bit more expensive. But I'd rather buy that now than regret spending, say, less money, a bit less money, and then it fails on you after a year, or you're not happy with what you get. Good. Thanks for watching, and back to my other jobs. Good, this is now our moonlight setting on the smart control. So it looks much lighter than it actually is, when the camera must be intensifying the light, but it's much darker. And I'm considering adjusting the intensity of the blue light or the moonlight a little bit down, because I'll put it a bit up to the normal standard setting. So I think I will put it back to the normal standard setting. Okay, that's the little bit of how it looks at night time now. And we're back, and we're finally dry weather. So I think, what is it now? Day and a half later, basically. Yeah, yesterday I had to go and check up on my parents' place. It's about 4 hours away from here, one way, because they're at the moment in Germany sorting out family business. That's ongoing now for the last 3.5 months. Well, 4, I can't remember. I've done so many cases now in the last, every fortnight I go there. Anyway, so yesterday was still raining. When I came back in the afternoon, I wanted to get to this here, but then it started raining again. So I got the foil in. So I had one foil in the other time, the day and a half ago. I got that in, and then by the time I wanted to put the second one in, as you know, I started really pouring down, so I couldn't put another one in. I got it in yesterday afternoon, but by the time I wanted to join it with tape, because I want to make it as sealed as possible, so keep the roots out. Yeah, it started raining again. So that's done. I joined it. Next step is getting these 2 piles of soil back in, and then I got a top up of compost from the garden nursery. So that will that's 2 loader scoops. So half of that is going in here on the top, and then the second half goes in that. I will start that today, and hopefully I can finish it this week before I go back to work. And so yeah, I'll come back to you when I've done this part, and then I'll show you how the koi's are doing. I'll catch you in a bit. It's done. All the soil is back in. I topped it up with a nursery's compost mix, plus under that compost mix I put a wheelbarrow load of alpaca manure. And what you see over there, they are rescued garlic plants I found in this bed when I was digging it out, and I thought it's a good idea to put them back in. Hopefully by December, that's roughly the time when they're ready, we have nice garlic. Okay, there's this, and now I'll just show you quick the kois. They're doing all fine. Okay, let's have a look there. Okay, the waterfall, that's all working good, and the koi doing fine. So this is my next project, digging this out after the veggie patches, because after I finish recording I'm going back to the patch and I will dig another one out. So yeah, dig this out to do the extension of the planting filter trough or whatever. So yeah, this is all going good, all dormancy. I'm actually amazed. So the papyrus is growing here. So yeah, they're doing all fine. No dramas in the pond since I fixed up the bottom drain. It's working like a treat. No waste anymore on the floor. So yeah, they're fine. They're still getting food. I get twice a day a small feed, and then when I'm home and the weather permits it, I'll give them additional feeds, and they're all fine with that. So you can see all these leaves from the grapevine are coming down here in the ground. That's doing fine too. So yeah, zoom you a bit. So yeah, they're doing great, and I just saw the next appointment for a koi auction. That's in the 3rd of August, and I have to make my mind up which ones I'll take from these to sell them. So I don't know if you see it on the clip that comes over with the camera. On the bottom you see all these white stuff. Yesterday I put calcium carbonate in to raise the KH. Not that the KH is very low. It's 3 degree carbonate hardness, so it's not too bad, but I thought I'd put a cup of calcium carbonate in, just because we had all this rain. I don't want that suddenly the water gets too soft. Okay, this is from me here. I think it's doing fine with the course, as I said. Yeah, going back to my veggie patch project, and well, next week hopefully I have something better to share coming from the kois. Look, our orange tree full with oranges. It's still a bit sour, so we'll probably have to wait another month till I get nice sweetness in them. Good. That's from me here. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please like and share, and see you next time. Enjoy your hobby and stay safe out there. Bye for now.